You know who it is, your boy Mysonne, NY's finest, B Cross's finest, NY General, Bang Bang Boogie Assassin, Goon Squad General. This is VladTV.com. What up, Vlad?
From people that's not from New York, you know, I hear it all the time. Like they don't really understand how the boroughs are different. Like anybody from Miami or whatever, they really just don't understand about our boroughs. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn rappers, Bronx rappers, you know what I'm saying, Harlem rappers, they all have their own, you know, style to it. You can compare Mano, DMX, and Cameron. They're all different.
All different.
You know what I'm saying? And if you look at the people that are from their boroughs, they have similar styles.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then you can categorize them like, okay, that's a Brooklyn dude, that's a Brooklyn rapper. Let's talk about that. Like, explain to some of our audience that are not from New York, why are the boroughs different?
Because it's like anything. It's like why block is there's difference in certain blocks in boroughs, so you know it's gonna be a wide different, because there are certain people like that have dictated. Like if you look through our history, Harlem has been dictated by the hustlers. Like this is what has been glorified. Like if the Harlem's history, you had the Rich Porters. You got Rich Porter. You got the other dude. I don't really name rats and all, but you have a lot of them, and they glorified the hustling life and all that. So this is what the young dudes in Harlem grew up on. They grew up on the flashy thing. So that's what they rap about. When you think about the Bronx, you think about more of, it was hustler type, gangster type dudes. You think of Larry Davis. You think of Pistol P. You think of Boy George. Like you think of people that was Carl Hines. Is like these people was more. They was hustlers, but it was more of a harder edge. You know what I'm saying? They still was hustlers. So and then you think of Brooklyn, you think of more just hardcore. They glorify more the killers, the murderers, and you can hear it more in the music because that's what they're around. You know what I'm saying? I was in Brooklyn the other day, and I was noticing the similarities to Brooklyn and Bronx, but it's just a little more. It's a little more like people in the Bronx are a little more lax than Brooklyn. Brooklyn is always prepared for, like, I'm walking down the corners. Like you walk down the Bronx corners, it's always a bunch of people on the corners. You know what I'm saying? Some of them is looking for whatever. Some of them is chilling. But in Brooklyn, everybody is on edge. It's like. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different way of life. It's a different, because we grew up on different ideologies. We grew up on different people. We were taught by different cultures. So like the Bronx is like the combination of Harlem and Brooklyn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Harlem is like, they have their own little thing they do. Right. And Queens is just like,
we can't forget Queens.
Queens,
Jamaica, you know what I'm saying?
Queens is more of the laid back. They have hustlers there, but it's more of a laid back. It's more laid back, relaxed type flow. It's definitely shit that goes down. It's thugged out, but it's not as publicized, with the exception of, you know, like Nori and them. Is like it's certain places in there that they're known for certain things. You know, so it's just like. The boroughs are just known for different things, and that's dictated by history and the people that were glorified in those boroughs.